Good morning. I just dropped casing off. Praise God. He gonna go get that education. Yes, Lord. He bless him, bless him. But anyway, I want to tell y'all what happened the other day. So I don't go walking on Thursday, right? So Wednesday I went walking with my sister and I didn't record it, and I was like, dang, I always record a little bit of me walking, right? But I didn't do it. So anyway, me not doing it and not realizing what I'm doing, right, is what got me caught up. All right. So me and my sister, we bouncing conversation back and forth. Okay, sister. Yes, girl. Right. So we gets to talking about my BBD, my baby daddy, right? And I am like giving her all the information. I was like, because he want to do this, but he didn't want that. And the whole time, I think we walked for like 35 minutes. And like for a partial of the whole conversation, it was just nothing about my baby father. I was like, it was nothing but focused on my baby father. And I was like, girl, because da 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 da. And my sister like, oh, for real? She like, no, that's not fair. Da da. And I was like, okay. So when I finished my walk, right, I looks at my phone. I'm like, why do it say I've been talking to my baby father for 35 minutes? I hung the phone up, right? I just hung the phone up. And I started going on about my day. So I went to Walmart, took some stuff back, and I came home, and like later on that night, or later on in the day, my baby father was like, so what you do today? I was like, oh, I ain't do nothing, went walk with my sister. I said I was talking bad about you, right? And he like, you was? I was like, yeah. I was telling her about how you go to the casino and you win $2,000 and you don't never hit me off with nothing. But you tell me how much you win, right? So he like, yeah, I heard all of that. I said, oh, you did? And I'm just thinking about the other shit that I might have said in this conversation. And the whole time, like he's in my face. Like he came over, he didn't call me. Matter of fact, he was over my house and we was talking. I was like, yeah, because I was talking bad about you and the whole casino thing. He like, oh yeah, I know, I heard all of that. He said, you know what? He pulled his phone out. He said, it was like 35 minutes and 14 seconds. I was like, you a bitch. Because I don't know no other man that's going to sit on the phone and listen to girl chat. Because girl chats can get real deep. Okay? Can get real deep. And I don't want to say we was real deep into the conversation, but we was deep in the conversation because I was telling my sister. So me and my older sister, we close. But I don't tell her all my biz or whatever, right? But I was like telling her the biz, and I'm looking like, okay, so you heard the conversation, so are you going to remind me of what I said? So like, if you don't remind me, guess what? I don't know what I said. But I was hitting on some key points, right? I could tell. I can't. I mean, I could tell y'all, but I don't want to tell y'all what I told my sister. And she was like, oh. Yeah, that's bad. I'm like, cause I'm just thinking that maybe I'm doing too much, right? But I'm looking like I'm a good baby mama. I don't call you and fuss you out. So then I had told I don't know if I told y'all this. So the let's break it down. So me and my son's father's mother, kind of, we ain't get into it, but we kind of got into it, and she made me feel some type of way. So that was back in 2018, right? When I moved, it might have been 1920 and 21. It might have been 2019, right? So it was around Easter when she told me that Kason couldn't come to our house for Easter. And I'm looking like, why would you even tell me that when Kason is with my family on holidays, right? So anyway, that was the last day I took Kason to her house, right? So that was 2019. So from 2019 to 2021, okay, I can almost tell you guys how many times she seen him because somebody took him, or she came to see him 3 times. Say that with me. 3. She seen him 1 time because I told him, no, she seen him November case in there. She probably seen him 3 times, right? But with somebody taking him to go see her, and her, no, she never requested to see Kason. Well, she did, but whatever. She seen him in November because me and his father had to do something. She seen him August the 24th because I told his father to come get him and take him to go see his grandmother. Right? And then the other day when I left my wallet and my son's father's car, I had to call him. I'm like, boy, I need my wallet in your car. Right? Because, you know, my money and stuff in there. So he was like, what? How are you leaving in there? So when Kason is in the car with him and me, I sit in the back with Kason. Right? We don't never drive in my car. Do we? We really don't drive in my car. We don't be driving his car. So anyway, I'm sitting in the back with Kason. So my wallet was in the back. I left it when we dropped Kason off to school. I left it in the back. So anyway, he was supposed to bring me the wallet at 4 o'clock, but he was like, I'm running a little bit late. I'm still coming out. So he called me. I'm like, well, look, I'm gonna take Kason to the playground, and then you tell me when you get to the house. So he called me and was like, I'm at the house. So I'm pulling up behind him or whatever. So I was like, oh, Kason, he got your grandmother with him, right? And Kason was like, my daddy got Paulette. He like, Paulette with my father. I was like, Kason, you can't call her Paulette. I was like, then you got to call her grandma, right? So anyway, I'm warning him because like his father got to keep him in the house. So his father goes to the house first, and then, you know, whatever. So I'm telling my sister what's going on or whatever. And I was like, when we got in the house or whatever, you know, Kason was like, hi, Paulette. I was like, Kason, you can't call her Paulette. You got to call her grandma because that's what she is, right? So she was like, no, don't call me grandma. Call me Nana. Right? Or Nana. I don't know. It don't say, I don't want to say it's Nana because Nana will be a name that I'm familiar with. But it's like Nana. But anyway, Kason called her Nana while she was there. And I was telling myself, like, he called her that when she was there. I said, but as soon as she was leaving, he like, bye, Paulette. Right? And I was telling my sister, I was like, you know, I kind of felt bad because when she was leaving, I hit Kason because he kept calling her Paulette. So then I was like, but I don't know. So my sister was like, well, you shouldn't do that because, you know, if she don't have a relationship with him, she can't really like want to force him to say the other name. So then, like, yesterday, me and my son father, we had a whole conversation about it. I was like, I kind of felt bad because when your mother was leaving and Kason, you know, was calling her Paulette, I hit him in his mouth, right? So he was like, well, you can teach him, you know, you always can redirect him because, you know, that's his grandmother and that's what he should be calling her. And I was like, well, I told my, you know, the person that I talked to about it, and she was like, no, if she don't have a relationship with him, it's not his place to call her grandma. I was like, really? And she was like, so what do he call your mother? I said, he called my mother grandma. She was like, so what do he call your father? I said, granddad. But I don't think he called my father granddad. I think he called my father grandfather. Right? Because whenever he speaks about it, or whenever he said, my sister and brothers, they always laugh like, oh, Kason, you talk like a white boy. No, he don't talk like a white boy. He just talk proper. Sorry. So he heard that in the conversation. He heard some other stuff too, because, you know, I was talking about him. And my sister was like, really? She was like, I didn't know Kason. I was like, Corn, it's kind of complicated with me, him, and the mama. I said, because the whole thing about what happened like 2 years ago. I said, but like, how I look at it, I don't want to be forced. I don't want to be forced to make my son have a relationship with nobody. I said that's what it was when Kason was little. I said I used to, because after the fact, I had, you know, had a conversation with my baby father. I said because I used to always take my son to go see his grandmother, right? And I'm like, she never, hey, son, let me watch my grandbaby. Let me see my grandbaby. She's never said that to me. But I had also told his father, I said, but I was like, can't nobody get mad at me for the relationship that anybody have with my son. I said, because I've never, not once, told anybody, hey, you can't watch Kason. Hey, you can't see Kason. Hey, you can't ask for Kason. Just because I don't come see you, and just because I'm not the person that's bringing him to you, you can always ask his father. You can always ask where I live at. You can always ask those questions. Where you live at, girl? Let me come get my nephew. Let me come get my grandson. So I don't know. I hope this is a new leaf for us, far as like, people asking to get Casey, because I did a piggyback. Hello. I'm sorry if I wasn't speaking to you guys at first, but hello. So I did a slideshow for my son, right? And I did a slideshow of his family members because I had to do a school project for Kason, right? And I was like, it's crazy because he don't even know half of y'all. Like half of my sister and brothers, he can't recognize. My brother Shanard, that was a no. My sister Sean Nay, no. My sister Shantae, no. Then Shantae kids, he couldn't recognize them. Shanae, baby girl, he couldn't recognize her. Roland kids, he couldn't really recognize them. If I was to do my brother Naughty son, he wouldn't recognize him at all. If I was to do my sister Coquille baby, he wouldn't recognize her. My sister Rosalind kids, he won't get the girls, but he'll get the son. My sister Shaquana, he knows the oldest baby, oldest daughter, and he knows the son, right? He don't know no. Who else I'm missing? Kwani, Cubby. Oh, that was my brother Cubby baby. My brother Cubby son, he wouldn't recognize him. Rosalind, Kia, Roland, he was confused with them. Shanard, he wouldn't know Shanard's son from Adam or Eve. Shantae, he may know Kion, but Khalil, he ain't gonna get that one. Shanae, he didn't know who Shanae was at all. He know Bree, he don't know Zai. Shamika, he know her kids, and he know Kenda. And I'm looking like, y'all know what I'm gonna do? Y'all know what I'm gonna do? I'm not gonna share it with you guys, but I'm going to record it, right? And you know what? I'm thinking about putting his daddy, his grandmama, and his daddy sisters on there too, because I just want everybody to feel what I feel like. And then like you can also say the pandemic. Girl, do me and my sisters and them get along? Let me let you. It's like a touch and go. It's like a touch and go thing. So, like girls just don't get along that much. So I don't want to say girls don't get along, but girls have those bickery or their fights, and sometimes our fights can last like 2 days, or in my case, me and my sister didn't. Me and my sister graduated 2003. And before we graduated, me and my sister wasn't talking. When my sister died, we wasn't talking. So what, that was 2 years that we wasn't talking. So I'm a hardcore, like, you don't fuck with me, I don't fuck with you. And I need not to be like that. I need not to be like that. So I'm trying to do better. Say that with me. I'm trying to do better. That's all you can do is try. Because if y'all know who I am, I'm gonna be mad if you tell me you ain't coming today, because I'm here. And I'm waiting for you. But like some of us, let me see, me and Shaquana, we don't never have our little issues. Me and Cubby, we distance. And it's just because, we on two different type of lifestyles. Rosalind, we get along, but Rosalind, I'm gonna tell y'all, Rosalind irritate the hell out. When I tell y'all Rosalind, it's not like she get on my nerves, but it's just like we irritate each other. Just because I don't know if it's because we so close in age or we kind of look alike, but me and Rosalind, we butting heads like this all day. And she like, cause you talk so goddamn loud. Cause you know I got a big mouth. And I told her the other day, I said, cause you irky. I said no. I said you irky. I said you get on my goddamn nerves. She's like, well, it's mutual because you get on my goddamn nerves too. So she told me I couldn't talk about her on YouTube, but my bad. I'm gonna share this to y'all so y'all get to see it. So let me see. Rosalind, my sister Coquille who passed away. Me and Coquille when we was younger, we was like best fucking buddies. You hear me? Coquille and I used to go shopping together. She used to always pick out my clothes. I think that's my sister. That's my sister. That was my sister. She must be dropping my nephew off. But anyway, my sister Coquille was my best friend, and then like, you know, we got older, we started sniffing our ass. That's not how you spell her name. Cokeya. My sister had a baby. My sister died from complications of having a baby back in. We ain't gonna talk about that right now. But yeah, my sister died from complication from having a baby. But we ain't gonna talk about that. Y'all have a nice long video of Coquille coming up soon because her death date is coming. So me and Coquille was best of friends. Like I keep saying that, best of friends, best of sisters until we, you know, got a little bit older. And you know, things happen. One thing happened and another. So let me see. Kid didn't come me. So then Roland, me and Roland is close. Like it's gonna be mean for me to say this, but Roland is probably like my favorite brother. And I know you shouldn't say that you have a favorite brother or sister, but Roland, because like whenever you need help, Roland is the one that does it. Excuse me. Shenard is my baby brother. So he's chocolate, very handsome, playful, get on my damn nerves. Let me say that, get on my goddamn nerves. And I want y'all to know, all of these are my full sister and brothers, same mama, same daddy. Okay, because y'all know, like, damn, that's a lot of people. Yeah, full mama, full daddy, or same mama, same daddy. So Shenard is the playful one. He get on my fucking nerves, but at the end of the day, I love him anyway. So here come Tay Tay. Tay Tay is the fighter of the family. And no, not fighting family members, but she's a fighter. My homegirl Tika, she always be like, yeah, oh, why you come park behind me? So she like, so my homegirl Tika, what happened? Shantae was fighting somebody on a bus stop because the man was getting fresh or messing with a little girl. So my sister beat up the man on a bus stop. So Tika was like, oh, she a little like Mike Tyson, right? But why did you park behind me like this? So then here comes Shanae, because Shanae come after Shantae. So Shanae is the one, I guess you can say, we're not feeling each other right now. It's not that I'm not feeling her, but we just like distance. And this is the one that I pretty much got into it with in August. And I am talking to my sister, but you know, like we're just distance right now. And Shanae is the big mouth. Like she don't give a fuck what she say out her mouth. Like nobody ever made Shanae, or never set boundaries with Shanae. So Shanae don't care. She's a loud mouth, and you know she gonna tell you how she feel. Then there's Shamika. Mika is my sister, in which you know, she's one of my closest sisters. She get on my nerves. But Mika, she was born on a Sunday, which is crazy. So my two youngest is I have, you got a pretty big family. So Shamika, she was born on a Sunday. We was going to church. My grandfather was a pastor. So we all was dressed up in our Sunday best, right? And who wanted to come out? Shamika. So Shamika was born on Barclay Street in the front room. And my Aunt Debbie, who just passed away, helped delivered my sister Shamika. Mika is kind of, you know, open, and, you know, she tried new things. My sister was in a poly relationship, or is in a poly relationship. Let me say it that way. Is in a poly relationship. And then there's the baby, Kenda. Kenda was born in 1995, in which nobody knew my mother was pregnant. And me and Kenda have like a, me and Kenda is close, but me and Kenda have, well, Kenda might not have it, but I have like a close relationship with Kenda because I had a tube right here in my heart. And when Kenda was being born, as I told y'all, nobody knew my mother was pregnant. I'm hallucinating that my mama is in the hospital on the same floor, children ward, where I was at, delivering my sister. And the people's like, your mother's not pregnant. I'm like, she is. You can't hear her screaming? I'm like, my mother's screaming. They were like, Cinda, your mama not here. So they ended up giving me a sedative. I went to sleep, woke up, the tube was out of my chest, and I was back in the hospital. The next morning I woke up and it was like, Cinda, oh, your mother had a baby last night. But she actually, I got the tube taken out at night. My baby sister was born in the daytime, but Kenda was born at home. But I have 11 sisters and brothers. It's 10 of us living, because, you know, my sister died back in 2005. This year, 6 days from now, y'all gonna hear me, and I'm gonna be sad, right? Because it's my sister's death date. She would be dead. She would have passed away 16 years ago. She passed away for my 21st birthday. So tomorrow is my older sister's birthday, right? So she passed away 5 days after my older sister's birthday. Kenda's birthday is the 30th. She passed away 2 days before Kenda's birthday. My birthday is the 7th of November, and she passed 11 days before my birthday. So like all of our birthdays was just fucked. And it was just like, do I want to celebrate this fucking birthday? What's the point of celebrating this birthday? This fucking birthday sucked. That's how it was. But what you, like, how you just walk? How did you just drive past me though and didn't even notice me? My sister that I'm waiting for, she pretty much just, I think she went to go drop my nephew off, or my niece, one of them. So I'm just gonna sit here and chill out. I'm gonna try to do some video, but I know this phone will be dying shortly. But I don't know, because if I do the slideshow and I put my baby father and his peoples in it, I'm not gonna do it. I won't show them on the video. Cinda, why are you so secretive about your baby daddy? Because he ugly. Nah. My baby daddy not ugly. My baby daddy is very handsome to be the age that he is. Very handsome. Very, very handsome, and he smells so good. But the only problem is he got a penis, and I don't really like those. I don't really like those. If he was a girl, it would be so much better. Be like, I had, did my son? No, I had a guy tell me, the boy Oni Pool, he was like, oh, you like girls? Oh, I get mine cut off for you. Boy, shut up. You sound stupid. I'm tired, y'all. But I really came on here just to... Oh, so what had happened, right? So what had happened was, at the beginning of this video, I was telling y'all how me and my sister came walking on the day Friday. Me and my sister came walking on Wednesday, and normally I try to record just a little bit of me walking, right? So I didn't do that, and I didn't look at my phone to see what time we started, right? The phone was in my pocket, right? So what had happened was, me being the person that I am, I end up calling my damn baby daddy, talking bad about my baby daddy. Y'all hear me? Talking bad about my baby daddy. Talking bad about him. And we was talking, we was bouncing conversations back and forth and whatnot. And I had told my sister some stuff about my baby father, but like one of the most important things was, you know, I was like, he just don't do no extra, right? I was like, I told him that Kason need underwear, right? And I told him to buy Kason a size. What I tell him? I said, don't buy him a size 8. I said, buy him a size 10, 12, or a size 14, or 12, 14, whatever. I said, but a size 8 is too small for Kason. And he was like, what you mean they too small for Kason? I said, because they is. Kason's a little thick, right? I said, you know, he needs room to grow into his underwear. I said, girl, you know, he bought me one damn pair of underwear. And I think I probably did say, well, because he was telling me that the underwear was going to be too small. I said, well, buy one pair of underwear. But at the end of the day, like, why would you buy him one pair of underwear? Like, what the hell is one pair of underwear going to do? When I go shopping for myself or Kason, I go in and buy at least 2 packs of underwear. So his father bought him a size 10, 12 underwear. Okay, they kind of, you know, fit or whatever. But it didn't have enough room for me in it. So I told my baby daddy, I said, look, I'm going to go to Walmart and I'm going to go get him a bigger pair of underwear. I said, if I can find some Huskies, right, I'll get those for him. He gonna say, what's the difference between a Husky and just going up to the next size? I said, well, the same thing. I said, Kason is 4, right? And Kason wear 8 Husky pants, right? So he was like, so he can't fit an 8 pants? I said, when I put a size 8 pants on Kason tells me it hurt his private part. And I said, I'm not getting him them. He said, so why won't you just get him a 10? Why get him a 10 when the same situation is going to be, the pants might be big enough for his waist, right? But they're going to be too big on his legs. Like, he's short. He's only 4 years old, right? So he was like, could you always say Husky? I said, at the end of the day, I can't say Kason is big, but Kason is thick. My baby is about 67 pounds. I want to say Kason about 67 pounds. So, and then I was like, you know, he goes to the casino, right? He wins $2,000 and he'll tell me about it. Like, girl, yeah, I won $2,000. He probably don't talk like that because, you know, it's a little girly, whatever. And I'd be like, he don't never do nothing extra, right? So my sister was like, you ever tell him this? I said, I shouldn't have to tell him this. That's your son. Your son. Your son. Right? And if you're doing good, he should be doing good. Look at me. I look like a bum. I got on this, look, I got on this shirt. This is a Cruella shirt. I got this from Five and Below, right? I was painting or dyeing my hair, black dye on here, black paint, it ain't going nowhere. But I'm looking like at the end of the day, I paint in my house and I'm about to just go walking. Look at my hair. I'm a bum. I'm a bum when I want to be a bum. And basically that's like 98% of the time. But like if I want to dress up, I have stuff in my house to dress up. Like I got, last night when my son Fo was here, I was like, you want to know how many clothes, new outfits I got in my house that I just didn't put on? He like 7. So I'm counting them. I'm like, you counted the stuff that was in my closet? He like, no. I just guessed. I said, oh, it's 10. It's technically 10 pieces of new clothes that I've never put on. Excuse me. He was like, well, why you don't put it on? I said, I don't do nothing. I don't go out. Because going out puts you at a greater risk of getting COVID. And I think that I'm kind of like immune to COVID because let's not go on and touch some stuff. You know? Let's not go on and touch some stuff. We don't want COVID again. But I already had COVID. So like you kind of like immune to it. It's probably like a 50% chance of getting COVID again. Right? But I don't want COVID. COVID, it wasn't bad to me, but it ain't fine. So then I was talking about, so y'all know I'm single and y'all know my label is lesbian, right? So I was like girl, and he be wanting to have sex and da 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 da, and my sister was like, what? And I'm like, but you know, I don't like that part, right? Like you can go, look, I wasn't supposed to tell you all this, but anyway, but like for 35 minutes, right? For 35 minutes, me and my sister walked around this little school track, right? And for 35 minutes, my baby father stayed on the phone and listened to every word that I told my sister. And I didn't talk about him for 35 minutes. I probably talked about him for 5. And I talked about how, you know, his the grandmother, and how Kason does not call her grandma. Like, it don't come natural for Kason to call his mom grandma, because he don't see her, right? He don't see her like that. Like, in the past 5 years, I want to say he probably seen her six times. And not 6 times for like an hour, or not like 6 times like she came to see him. She seen him 3 times when he was at when I had Kason at his father's job. She seen him 1 time when his father took him to his mother's house, like in November, and I want to say that was probably like an hour. He's seen her in August, because sometimes I just get fed up. I'm like, you need to take him to go see his grandmother. And I want to say in August, he kept him probably like for 3 or 4 hours at his grandmother's house. And then he brought him back to me. Maybe it was Friday. It was Friday. It might have been Friday last week, because I ended up leaving my pocketbook, wallet. I left everything in my son's father's car, and he brought his mother to see where I lived at, and Kason was like, "Hi, Paulette," and I'm like, "Kason, no, call her grandma." And my son's father was like, we confusing him, because one, I call her Paulette, he called her mom, right? I'm telling him, Kason, that's your grandmother, right? And she like, no, call me Nana. Somebody on TikTok, because I had shared this on TikTok, right? Somebody was on TikTok was like, well, maybe you need to call her Nana too. The fuck I will. The fuck I will. I don't have a grandmother. Paulette is dead. No, why call my grandma Paulette? Charlene is dead, and Cindy did too. So I don't call. I got a step grandmother who told me once my grandmother died that I can call her grandma. No, the fuck I won't. You're not my grandmother. I don't do, you're not like people be like, oh, this my sister, but they not your sister. They're like your homegirl. I don't do that. This my cousin, but y'all not really related. No, I don't do that either. Like, if we related, we live related. But you're not my grandmother. You're his grandmother. And, you know, he was like, my son father was like, I don't give a fuck what he call her. You know, as long as he like that nana and shit, he don't gotta call her that. That's some shit that, you know, once he get older, he can call her that. But for right now, that's his grandmother. He was like, she want to be booty, something fancy. He's like, that's some white people shit. And I'm looking like, agreed. I had to call my sister, like, you late. You're late. Maybe she, I don't know. I don't know what's that. I know she just rolled up the street. She just rolled up the street. But I hate when people speed. Like, why are you speeding for no reason? Speeding for no reason. I wonder if this is the only street my sister be taking. But I just hope that it's like a new beginning. That Kason will get to see his grandmother a little bit more than he was before. But I don't know, y'all. I don't know. Because I'm mean and I'm set in my ways. So I'm looking like, I told this father, I said, I still won't be taking him over there. I said, you see my house? You know where I live at? Come get him. Is that mean? I feel like I need to take a damn nap, y'all. Alright. I'm about to have to call my sister. I've been here for 35 minutes. You've been on here for 35 minutes. Let me see. Did you ask any questions? So I do come from a big family, a very big family. There's 11 children. right? The mom and the dad, my mom and my dad is still alive. I'm the only one who don't talk to my father. There are 20... Whoop, 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 whoop. We'll say it again. Whoop, whoop, whoop. But there's 20 something grandkids. Oh my, oh, what happened? Do you and your sibling? Oh, that, when I see my sister's name smell like that, I'm like who? You got pretty much family. That's right. He know who his family is. It's only right that he know who his family is. I feel like his fault. That's his father's responsibility to make sure he has a relationship with his mom. And guess what? When Kason was born, I remember the grandma. You know how like when people don't know or don't real be like, you know how like if people not sure that that's their grandkids, they come to the hospital to make sure that the baby look like their son. I remember his grandmother coming to the daggone hospital, right? And being like, yep, that's you. And all I can say is, but he looked just like me. If I think I showed y'all, if I show y'all my baby picture and Kason baby picture, you wouldn't be able to tell who's who. I remember one time I had a baby picture of me with my hair in a bush. My son's father was like, where you get this picture of Kason from? I'm like, boy, that's not Kason, it's me. Right? He like, damn, y'all look just alike. And then like, when people see Kason and me together, they like, damn, he got your whole face. Like, if we had a mask on like this, and both had hair and twisties, yeah, you wouldn't know who. Only probably from his, you know, his widow's peak that go in that drives me nuts. Will y'all be able to tell? Because my sister, it was so bad, or it's so bad. One day I was like this in the bed, and I had picked the phone up. She like, Kason, where your mother at? I said, bitch, it's me. It's me, baby, it's me. And I gotta stop cussing, because when I be cussing, y'all, they be limiting my my stuff. They be like, oh no, you can't cuss on YouTube. Why can't I cuss on YouTube? I'm getting tired. Ugh. Alright, y'all, I'm about to sign off. I gotta find out where my sister at, if she coming, because if she not coming, I can go back home. Send up, but you already here, you might as well walk, right? So if my sister not coming, I might walk by myself. But I think she coming though. Oh shit, I don't think she coming. Because it ain't Friday. I think she's had an appointment. But I'm going, y'all. Thank you guys for sitting here and chatting with me. Thank you. I appreciate it. We're going to be surprised if my sister coming or not. I might come live a little bit.